I mean, it's
And
got to make you one of the favorites, right? Like you look at it and you say,
their
okay,
odds definitely got a lot better.
Yeah.
if I've got to name 3 NBA championship favorites, I think they're one of the 3 right now.
I think there's 4 teams that I got in there. It's the Sixers, of course, Milwaukee. They're the defending champs. Yeah. I still have Milwaukee there. The Warriors are up there, and then the Suns. I probably think the Suns are the favorites right now. That's personally my opinion with how they're playing right now. They're playing better than they were last year, and they just kind of whooped on the Bucks yesterday. So I have them as the favorites. I'd probably put the Sixers maybe in the 3rd spot because I'm still going to give a little bit of credit to the Bucks because of them winning last year. Until I see us play the Bucks and how we would do, I'm going to have them ahead. I do want to see us add in like a couple of buyout pieces for the bench. Like I said, like a Robin Lopez. I still want a backup veteran center off the bench, maybe like a guard or forward as well. Just add a little bit to the team for depth pieces. Right. But I love our starting 5 right now. I like the potential that it offers us 1 through 5.
I actually think now we're better than Milwaukee because I think Harden's still better than Middlebrooks, as good as Middlebrooks is. They're different types of players. I still think Harden's better than him.
You mean Chris Middleton? But speaking of Middleton,
Middleton, yeah, you know what I mean. Chris Middleton, you know what I mean. Thank you. Middleton, whatever. We all fucking know what the hell I'm talking about.
But just combine the 2 names, you know.
I've been smoking and drinking, and I'm feeling all types of good up in here. Okay, y'all, don't judge.
But I'm taking a look at the odds right now. The Sixers are the 5th favorites to win the title.
Bill's such a troll. Go back under your bridge, Bill.
But
seriously,
it's actually true. It is actually, but the odds haven't updated yet because I guess they're waiting for like the trade deadline to like settle down a little bit.
Yeah.
Right now, the Nets are still the favorite at 400, Warriors 450, Suns at 500, Bucks at 650, Sixers at 675, and right behind. This is where it starts winding up. The Heat are at 1,100 odds.
See, I think the Heat are better than Milwaukee. I actually like the Heat better than Milwaukee. I mean, I know the Vegas odds can say, but the Vegas odds can change in a hurry, sort of thing.
I'm not sold on Miami until I see them in the playoffs because they got a young team, and then they could do good now. But when you get to the playoffs, when it's like the 7-game series, that's when things change. That's why I have them like behind like the Sixers, the Milwaukee Bucks.
I think Milwaukee is living off of last year, though. I mean, like if you look at how they've played this year, I mean, they don't look like the same team that they were last year. They're not as dominant. They're not as good in every facet of the game. They don't scare me like they did last year. I think my top 4 would be Golden State, Phoenix, the Sixers, and the Heat right now. I think that's my top 4 team.
Well, the crazy thing with the Milwaukee, just like last year, is there's no pressure on them, Murray. No one's talking about them. They're talking about the Sixers with the trade and Ben Simmons. They're always talking about the Warriors. The Suns made it last year. Then with Chris Paul, they're talking about them. And then, of course, the Nets. It's like Milwaukee could kind of like flow under the radar again and just make the playoffs as like a 2 or 3 with not that much expectations, even though they won it last year.
The Nets have lost 10 in a row. The Nets are about to lose like 11 in a row tonight, aren't they? Like,
yeah, they're playing Miami tonight, and then they're the 8th seed
by Miami and lose 11 in a row, and we're still talking about them as championship favorites. I don't care what the Vegas line says. That's ridiculous to me.